welcome back to Oursharedtales TV. This storyteller, Anne, is here again today to remind us all that we all have a story to share. Yes, you have a story to share, and today it's my turn to share a story. I really love this story I'm going to share with you guys today. I'm not the one that wrote it, and I'm not sure if you've heard it before, but I just love the life lessons it reminds us of. It's really important in the world that we're living in today with everything going on. It's such a great reminder. So let's begin the story. This is a true story of a carpenter called Chris Smiler. He's been building houses for so many years. He has built beautiful houses and a lot of homes for people. For over 15 years, he has been with this particular employer, working hard, helping to build buildings, different homes, different buildings. He was very good at his job. And then it came a time that he decided, you know what, I'm going to retire. It's time for me to take a break, go and enjoy with my wife, with my relatives. I've worked for how many years? It's time for me to retire. That's a good thing. And so he told his employer that he's going to retire from the job and, gave his notice. The employer was so sad, one of your best employees. He was so sad that, his best employee is leaving. And so he asked him, please, Chris, before you leave, could you just do me one last favor? Just one. Just help me build one more house as a favor before you retire. He said, well, it's the last project I have to work on before I retire, so, I'll just do it. So, his mind was made up that he was going to leave, he was going to retire. And then now he's asked for a personal favor and he agrees to it. But something is different this time. He's a very commendable employee in the company. He works very hard and does his job very well. The buildings that he builds, they're perfect. But this time, because he knows that he's leaving, because he knows that this is his last job, he does it half-heartedly. He does not consider the kind of materials he's using to build that house for his boss as a last favor. He doesn't consider the quality of the cement used in building the house. He doesn't consider the quality of the doors, the quality of the windows, the furnitures that are put into the house. He just does it like, I don't care. This is my last job. I'm not going to be here anymore, so nobody's going to find me and ask me questions. So he does it just however he likes. For the other homes he's built previously, he always takes his time to design it very well, think of things that he could add to the building to make it, very attractive in the market. But this particular one, he didn't think of adding swimming pool. He didn't think of adding all the modern things to the house. He just did it like, I don't care. I'm about to leave. So when he completed the work, his boss called him to his office. And what did he do? He handed him over the key to that particular house and said, because you've been such a very good employee to me, I'm handing this house over to you. This personal favor that I had asked you, it was your house. You were building your own house. And what do you think happened to the carpenter Chris Smiler? He was so ashamed of himself. He was so bitter. He thought, oh my goodness, if I had known that I was building my own house, I would have done a perfect job. I would have worked overtime. I would have designed this perfectly, knowing that it is mine. And so the lesson I'm taking away from this is, it could be any career, not just being a carpenter. It could be being a teacher. It could be being a caretaker. Whatever career you're working on or whatever you're doing in life. If you are a teacher, how are you relating with your students? How are you teaching them? What values are you passing along to them? Are you doing it half-heartedly? Are you taking your time to focus on this particular student who is falling behind? Are you taking your time to, monitor the progress of all your students to make sure that you help each and every one of them the best way you can, knowing that when they go out there into the society, you've instilled great values in them. Because when they go out there, what the foundation that you laid for them is what they're going to put out in the society, and it will in turn affect you. it will in turn affect what the society throws back at you. If you treat them like rags, if you treat them like, it's not my child, however they want to turn out to be, not my problem. Then when they get into the society, being whatever they turn out to be, it will also affect you, because you never know when you'll be attacked on the street and it's one of your students. The same goes in any career. Maybe it's your last day, or you know that you're tired of this job, I want to leave, I don't want to do this anymore. How are you putting your work in there? Are you now doing it half-heartedly? Have you started destroying things in the office, trying to say, well, they didn't like me here, they didn't do this for me, so I'm going to, inflict harm on them instead of just walking away? What are the values you're adding at your place of work? Are you doing it for eye service, or are you doing it as if it were yours? You think, well, if this business was mine, if this company was mine, I would love someone to do this for me. I would love someone to be sincere. I would love someone to manage my account well. I would love someone to do this and do that well. You treat your job like it were your own. You do it sincerely. You do it wholeheartedly. Are you doing that? Because you never know what might be thrown back at you. One day you might have your own company. One day you might have your own business, and the same thing would happen to you. Would you like that? Even if you're a caretaker, you're taking care of someone, be it in the hospital or anywhere. How are you treating the person you're taking care of? Are you treating that person as if it were your mother, your father, your child, your brother, your sister? How are you managing what has been entrusted to you? So let this story sink into us and remind us that in this life, we are also builders. We've been entrusted with something. We've been blessed with something. How are you managing that? How are you putting the values out there? What are you doing with what you've been entrusted with? Because the decisions you make today, the choices you make today will always come back to you. They all contribute to the life you live. They all contribute to what's poured back out to you in this life. So as you are building in this journey of life every day, make the right choices. Have the right attitude to things. Whether it's yours personally or you are paid to do it sincerely. Do it with love. Do it like God is watching you right there and then. Even though there is no human being there watching you or supervising you, but know that God is watching you. There's nothing hidden under the sun. One day you'll be held accountable for this. I love the quote that says, life is a DIY project. Life is a do-it-yourself project. If you want an awesome life, if you want a great society, you have to start right where you are. It has to start with you. If each and every one of us start building our life, start building our environment, our communities sincerely with love, but making the right choices, building the right foundations, the society and the future generation is going to turn out much better. So as you go along in the journey of life, please build wisely. Everywhere you find yourself, build wisely. Whether it's with little or with much, build wisely. Thank you so much for listening to this story time today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you took away something from it. And a big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And if you are new here, I hope you enjoyed this story and many more stories to come. Don't forget, we all have a story to share. You have a story to share, I have a story to share. Let's make the best out of the story of life. And before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. I do hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, remain blessed.